Hey everyone, so today's video is a very special video because it's going to be a collaboration between between Neethu's Oracle Cosmic Guidance, that's her YouTube channel, and she's a wonderful friend of mine and I love her picker cards. I love her channel. Okay, I've been binging on her videos for quite a while now, and we just talked to each other and decided to do a pick a card and as well as a ritual for everyone in collaboration. So I hope people like this particular thing that we're going to do. In the first part of the video there will be a ritual, a cord cutting ritual, and in the second half of the video you will also find a pick a card. Okay, so if you guys like these types of videos and want to see more of these in the future, then please definitely let us know in the comments. We'd love to know that. Okay, and if the response is good, then we will do this even more. Okay, please definitely go and watch her channel because you will really love the things that she does. Okay, so now to get on with the actual video. So this is going to be a small cord cutting ritual. Okay, what happens in relationships often is that sometimes relationships can get very karmic, right? Very karmic, and you don't want to be with this person anymore, and yet you're having to stay there because you can't leave them either, right? And I've often seen that, especially in dynamics where where one person is extremely narcissistic. These people just do not want to let go of the other half, no matter how toxic the situation has got. Okay, another thing in which this can be used for is when you simply want to cut off all karmic and soul ties with the person. Okay, you're just done with the relationship and you want to cut off all karmic and soul ties, and more importantly, you want to be able to move on from the relationship completely. Okay, you want to be able to move on from the relationship completely, and that is when this ritual becomes very effective. Okay, this is called a cord cutting ritual, and essentially what happens is here is that you take a cord. Okay, I have both a white cord as well as red one. Okay, I will try to explain the reason for those different ones later, but basically what done is that I have bound a few threads together, because I know that not everyone can afford to have cords all the time, but I'm sure everyone has thread at home. So what you basically do is you just take a long piece of thread and you just do it like this. Okay, you make it into a circle, and this will represent your relationship. Okay, the ties that you have with this person. Okay, so and then you take two candles. Okay, for demonstration purposes I have picked actually like 4 candles. So usually these are like the normal shine candles that you get very easily and effortlessly. These are much smaller birthday candles, and I'm using this just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so usually in cord cutting what happens is that the other person is represented by the black candle and you are represented by the white candle. If you don't have black and white candles, that is completely fine. Black candle is not something that can easily be that you can easily buy from the store. So what you essentially do is you take some eyeliner or normal black poster color and you just color it black. Okay, the point of having a black candle is just to like symbolize it in your mind. Okay, so it's okay if you just color the black candle outside. Okay, it will still work, it does not matter. And as I always say that there are always substitutes that you can use when it comes to color correspondences in candle magic. So you can always just use 2 white candles. Okay, you can always just use 2 white candles and pick a color that truly represents you. Okay, pick a color that truly represents you. So it's pretty simple. Okay, you write on the on one candle your name and birth date, okay, and on the other candle you write their name and birth date. So I know that I'm going to get these questions. This is not a breakup spell, okay, this is more like a cord cutting spell to remove your emotional, mental, spiritual and physical attachments to the person. Okay, this is a good spell for being able to move on when you simply need to move on from a relationship, when you just want to like forget about the person completely. Okay, this is a good spell for that purpose. And this is a copper plate that I have chosen for this spell, and that's only because this is like fire safe, and also copper is related to the planet Venus. So that's why, since this does fall into the love department, I chose copper. There's no specific as any other reason. You can use any other fire safe dish you want to practice our fire safety, please. And yeah, so that's about it. So you take a sharp object. I am just taking on regular pen here, that does not work, and I am carving some names. Okay, let's say that this name is SJ. I don't know who SJ is, but let it be SJ. Okay, and let their birthday be like 11 11 11. Okay, there it is. And I'm using these really small candles again to just so that they can burn off very easily, and I don't have to like worry about them anymore. And the next candle, let's say this is also RJ. Okay, and their birthday is 12 12 12. Okay, who cares? So yeah, you just basically carve them like that. And the best part about this spell is that you don't really need any ingredients. Usually I always say that you need this ingredient, that ingredient in spells, but for this one you don't need anything. Okay. Okay, now let's get on to the spell. You have written your name here, you have written the other person's name and date of birth on this one. And now what you do is you just tie your string around like this. Okay, you just do it like this, right? Get it? Cool, easy. And then you melt the ends, and you just like keep it like this. Okay, let me just show it to you right now. Basically this is to symbolize the cord that is between you guys. If you have any specific ribbon or clothes that the person gave you, that you have specific associations with or something, then you can definitely use that as well. Okay, just make sure the cord stays. And is exactly why this is exactly why you want to use bigger candles. Okay, you want to be able to like tie these cords together properly. Like if I was using these two, then I would just place them together like this, and I'd be able to tie around a yarn without them falling off, right? But since this is like such small thin candles, I have to use it like this. Okay, now another thing, the reason why I showed you the red thread is because sometimes people feel that the connection between them and their partner is too big and too thick. It's not easily breakable, or your emotions for them are not easily breakable, right? Or you guys just keep coming into each other constantly. In those situations, I would say that use a bigger thread or bigger cord, because you wanted to symbolize the extent of emotions, the extent of the extent that you guys feel for each other. Okay, so and you want to be able to see how the cord breaks. Okay, so yeah, there are instances when the cord just doesn't completely break off, which basically means that the cord cutting has not completely worked. You need to do it again. Now what I'm about to say will apply for narcissistic relationships, or for mainly people who cannot seem to get rid of these person like ever. Okay, so basically, see, there are instances and there are things that happen sometimes where people cannot seem to get rid of their person ever. Okay, for those instances you need to repeat this spell for at least 21 to 30 days. Okay, just keep repeating it. And what that will do is that it will send a very heavy signal to the universe that you want it to completely be broken off. There are instances where, you know, the girl wants to just leave the relationship as soon as possible, and yet like something just keeps happening, because of which the guy has to be back. But then again, the relationship is very karmic and the girl doesn't want it, or the guy doesn't want it, and it just doesn't break off, right? Or there are constantly a lot of hot and cold behavior. There is like too many emotions attached. In those situations and those instances, you can use this spell. So now what we will do is we will simply light these two candles. Okay, try to light them up as fast and as closely as possible. Okay, and now we just watch them get burned down. Okay, we just watch them get burned down. So as the candle burns down, you will see that the cord is also going to get burned. Okay, so that's one way. Another way in which cord cuttings usually take place, and you can like choose your way in which you want to do this, okay, is that people would just take another candle and they would just cut the cord between these two themselves. Okay, so first of all, whenever you're doing any kind of spell working, any kind of ritual, you should always set an intention that this person is my ex, or whoever this person is. Okay, let's do SJ, right? So this person is SJ, they're born on this date, and this person is my ex, and I want to cut all cords and connections with them. Okay, so you invoke your spirit guides, you invite the archangels, angels over to help this spell, to help you with this thing, and then you watch as the flames go down. Okay, and another way in which this spell can be carried out is that people just like take another candle from out, and then they just burn it themselves like this. Okay, and that way the cord is completely cut, and they take this candle out and just put it somewhere else to burn. And yeah, that's another way in which people do it. Some people do find that this is a bit more symbolic, some witches think that this is better to do. Okay, some witches like for the cord to just burn it like that, burn down like that. It's completely on you what you like to do. Okay, what you feel intuitively suits your situation better. Okay, so you do as you please. You can place some salt at the base of it to like symbolize the neutralization of the relationship or something, and just let the candles burn down as they are, and that's it. That's it. There are more elaborate cord cuttings and everything, but this is a very good basic cord cutting that works so well, so simple yet so well. Another thing I would like to mention is that please repeat it again and again and again until you feel satisfied with it. Okay, until you feel like, okay, I have done enough, I don't want to do anymore, or I don't feel the need to do this cord cutting anymore, I feel like the cord has been properly cut. Okay, until you don't feel that need anymore inside of you, you can repeat this as many times as you want to. Okay, people have done this quite a lot of times before. Yeah, okay. So that, secondly, another thing is that if you have been a victim of a very bad situation, a bad relationship in the past, I definitely recommend you that you do some self-love spells as well. Okay, self-love spells are amazing when it comes to these things. Self-love spells are so damn needed, so I definitely recommend that you do some self-love spells. Okay, so that's it for this video. Okay, please definitely go and check out Neethu's channel, and definitely please let us know if you liked these types of videos where we put together a ritual, a spell work for you, along with a pick a card reading. Okay, so this is a package deal, and definitely let us know if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and definitely please check out the pick a card as well.
For today's pick a card reading is the very important topic, and we thought this is going to help you all a lot to move forward in your life, especially if you're stuck in your past relationship. So the topic for this reading is going to be the unsaid words or the unexpressed feelings in your past relationship. Maybe you went through a pretty bad breakup, or if you are still stuck in your past relationship, you don't know what is going on, or you want to move ahead and you're not sure what is going on, and everything related to your past relationship, how it is holding you back, and how can you get a closure and move forward. Doesn't matter if you're still in that relationship or if you have already broken up and you are not able to move on. So we are going to bring some pretty important messages from that person from your past relationship to sort of get your closure so that you can move on in your life, because there is a lot more beautiful things waiting for you, and we really want to help you move forward and go places. We don't want you to stay stuck where you are. So that is the topic for today's reading, and after the pick a card reading, you can click on the timestamp where Shreya is going to help you with a ritual and a spell work to energetically completely purge out of your past relationship. How can you energetically reclaim your power? Because whenever you're stuck in the past, you're sort of given away part of your soul or your power. So it's time for you to reclaim your power, and that is why I think this is a very good package video where you will know what are the feelings, unsaid feeling, or sorry, unexpressed feelings or unsaid words from your past relationship, your ex, or the one you're right now in but don't know what is going on, because the person is not really open. So this is going to help you a lot to get a closure and to make a decision as well. And Shreya is going to help you how you can get out of this past energetically through her very powerful spell works and ritual work. And I'll leave all the timestamps in the description box, and Shreya is going to come up with her rituals and stuff in the second part of the video. So we have 3 piles as usual: pile number 1, 2 and 3. I'll also be placing the object on top of each pile. So make your selection and then click on the timestamps in the description box, and once you have completed your pile, the reading for your pile, click on the timestamp where Shreya is going to take you through the ritual and the spell work part. All right, so that is the completion of your entire package deal here, so that you can completely purge out of your past and ready to move ahead. Right, so let's get started. For group number 1, I have this beautiful shell. For group number 2, I have this there are a lot of coins here and a rose petal and a lot of stuff in this bag, in that golden bag. And then we have the pyramid for group number 3. Very interesting choices. I definitely have to mention that very interesting choices that your spirit guides and angels came up with for today's reading. All right, so make your selection. I'll be starting with group number 1 now. Welcome group number 1. If you have selected this shell, this reading is for you. What I'm hearing is for most of you, I think this is a very past relationship which is already gone out of your life, but you're still sort of contemplating, was this really right decision for us? And your guides are telling you knew in the core of your being that this is not the right relationship for you. I'm also getting the sense that it was very good relationship, very profound understanding, but somehow it did not let you grow. It did not allow you to be you. There was no individual identity or identification of who you truly are. You were somehow compromising and allowing the other person. It's not that the other person wanted to dominate you, but you allowed the other person to take over the entire relationship, take you over completely without your knowledge, and you lost your sense of self, is what I'm getting. Now you're trying to reclaim, or rather you're trying to analyze and understand what can you do now, how can you establish your identity which is completely wiped out due to past relationship. Or maybe if you are in the relationship, that is the situation going on. All right, so let's see what the energies are. Yeah, broken broken heart. I'm so sorry, but Yep, this is what it is. The broken heart, the magician, and the mirror. You already knew at some level that this relationship is not healthy. You were not happy in this relationship, and the other person sort of knew as well that this is taking toll on them as well, because it was too much for both of you to handle. Yes, there was passion, but that wasn't enough for you to have a very healthy, beautiful relationship where you both can thrive. It sort of felt like you both are clinging on to each other, which made things worse. I'm also feeling like you couldn't hear your own inner voice, like you couldn't understand who you truly are, like you both took over each other's life completely without your knowledge, because you thought that is what a relationship, or that is how being in a relationship or being in love looks like. And it sort of become toxic over the period of time, and you did not realize why. Yes, it involves a lot of heartache, I can sense that. Now you're trying to overcome that, you're trying to um, find balance. For some of you are still in this relationship and trying to find the balance. And here's the thing, until you don't establish your identity, until you don't find balance within, it is hard to find balance in a relationship. Being with somebody else, it needs for you to understand and establish your own identity, your what love means to you, what relationship means to you, how you want the relationship to look like. It definitely doesn't have to be this heavy and burdensome. Yeah, there's 50-50 here. Some of you have already broken up out of this relationship, and here's the deal, the other person really liked you, maybe loved you as well, but it was too much for them to handle. It was too much for both of you to take in. I think it wasn't the right time. Yeah, wrong timing is what I'm hearing. You both were meant to do a lot of work yet up on yourself to evolve and become mature enough. Maybe in later stage you may get back together, I'm not assuring that, but that is how it feels like. Right now it wasn't the right timing for both of you is what I'm getting. Yeah, moment to moment. And then we have mind. A lot happened in the realm of mind. It was very difficult for both of you, and for some of you it is, this is a ongoing thing that is happening for you. Your mind is taking a toll. I think for some of you who are already in a relationship, it is in this relationship it's time for you to have a very heart to heart connection and chat, that you know what, this isn't going right, and what can we do to bring balance, otherwise it is going to take a toll on your mind. That is what is about. You both are not being open, and your feelings, your emotions, everything is trapped within you. You somehow feel like you're going to hurt the other person because you are so much in love. It feels like you both are so much in love, but you really don't want to hurt the other person. But the thing is, unless you don't open up, you both are in this messed relationship. For others of you who have already out of the relationship, I think it's good for you to take a break, or completely take a turn towards some other area of your life and focus on bettering yourself. Go on your own ways. If it is really meant to be, it is going to be all right. You don't have to force things to fit in. You cannot fit in two wrong pieces of the puzzle. It has to fit in right now. It is not the moment. This is the moment for you to take time for yourself, work on your own self, understanding your own insecurities, fears, why you're clinging on to the other person, or why you're allowing the other person to take you over completely. What's wrong, what is going on? So there is a lot of self reflection that is needed here, a lot of healing that is needed here, a lot of evolving that is needed here. And you both are good people. It is not that the other person really ruining your life, or you're ruining the other person's life. You are in that roller coaster torture that you're putting yourself through, that wow, that person is really is not good for me, or you're not good for that person. It is not that you both are bad people. It's just the wrong timing, and you need to work on yourselves first before you can do anything else. Okay, we have King of Wands, and then Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a very imbalance that is going on here, or there was a lot of imbalance in this relationship, where one was giving, the other one was in the receiving end all the time. The other one did not see the importance of you, or even though they saw giving nature of yours, they really did not acknowledge. They thought they are superior, or they deserved it, or somehow there is no match that is happening here. Although you both are good in your own respect, but there is no balance between giving and receiving in this relationship. If you have gotten out of this relationship, I think it is very good for your mind and your body and your soul, because it needs a lot of healing, and there is a lot of work that needs to be done on yourself first before you can jump into this relationship. Yeah, this relationship did not work out, and I think it's a blessing in disguise, soulmates. And I guess, and I definitely feel like this relationship came into your life so that, yeah, it is a soulmate relationship. That's why there was a very intense connection that was going on here. Soulmate that doesn't necessarily have to be good all the time, you know. All sometimes soulmates, we sign up the contract to rip each other apart, emotionally speaking, so that we can ascend, we can transcend, we can transmute the heavy energies and the old patterns that we carry. All soulmate relationships are not always good. Soulmates, we have a lot of contracts, good, bad, ugly, and all sort of contracts, and this is one of those. This was your blessing. This was the blessing in disguise. Yeah, it doesn't feel that way, but yes, it was a blessing in disguise. It showed your, it revealed your wound, it revealed your shadow self, it revealed what is that needs healing, what is that needs attention, and which will help you become more in alignment to your truth, in alignment with who you are. And this is a very beautiful relationship. Really bless this relationship for giving you an opportunity to see what needs to be healed, right? And really bless that person for giving you an opportunity to see who you truly are, and to shed all the false self of yours. I am pretty sure you're going to become so strong and so evolved and mature when you enter into your new relationship, and that is going to be super amazing. You never know, you may cross path again in the future, but as of now, it's time for your own healing, and even the other person needs his own or her own healing on priority at the moment. I prosper wherever I turn. Don't think that that relationship defined you. All right, nothing defines you. And I mean, unless you give that kind of power to any relationship which will define who you are as a complete person, then that's a wrong perception. You can prosper wherever you turn. Just focus on yourself, and you becoming a much more matured and evolved person, where you feel completely secure being you, completely comfortable being you, and then the next relationship is going to be just amazingly wonderful. All right, for the people who are already in this relationship, you don't know what is that you're supposed to be doing. It feels so good to be in this relationship. At the same time, it feels so difficult to be in this relationship. What can I do? So the message that I'm getting is, um, really take time for yourself. A little bit of separation or a gap, and moment of thinking and giving yourself some time is going to help you a lot, and to bring the heat down. All right, so if you can allow yourselves to heal and grow together, allow both of you to be you, and not being all over each other, like always being with each other and trying to do things in a similar way. So that turns into toxic. Really have your own lives, two different lives. It doesn't have to be so intertwined, at least at the moment. All right, I think it's really important for you to pause at this moment, and take a deep look at what needs healing in this relationship. A very open discussion can help you both, or I don't know, you have to really pause. That is what they're telling. Pause, reflect, and then move forward. For those of you who are already in this relationship, um, take your time to work on yourself. All right, so those are the messages that I'm getting for you, group number 1. Your reading doesn't end here, because you have to click on Shreya's part of the video, where she'll help you with rituals, and she'll help you with the spell for you to have a calmer, peaceful mind, and also to energetically cut all the distortion that is going on, so that you can think clearly and take decisions about your future, um, and how and to move on with full force. All right, so love you all, hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoy this collaboration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, love you, take care. Welcome group number 2. If you have selected this bag of coins and many other things inside, yeah, I think this relationship was a little confusing. I'm getting a very confused energy. You did not, probably did not understand what exactly you're looking for in this relationship, and even the other person probably did not understand what you both are looking for in the relationship. Yes, it was fun. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of it was very fun, spontaneous, and that is what probably you both liked about each other, being spontaneous, taking a risk and being adventurous and things like that. But over the period of time, it felt like we need more, and you also started seeing each other, or at least you started seeing the different version of that person. That is how it is feeling as of now. But let's see the world and the angel of love. I don't know who started seeing things differently, but there is something different here. It doesn't feel like how it started. The energy, um the intensity started coming down. The intensity of interest that he or she had on you, or you had on him or her, it's sort of coming down. That is what I see for you. Maybe somebody took a decision about pursuing their passion career over relationship. That is how it feels like. Their interest toward materialistic aspects was more than being in a relationship, or something happened. Maybe they moved away to different country, and you both had to break up, although it was a good relationship. But there is something happened where you both had to leave, and it was a hard decision to take, but you had to do it anyway. But somebody chose something over you, or you chose something over other person, which was very important to you. That is how it feels like as of now with the reading. You had or you had something else in mind. You thought, or your expectations changed, but something changed here, which led to breaking up and moving on to different place, different country, or something changed, which we have silence, and then we have flowering here. Yeah, I think you have outgrown this relationship. The other person continued to be the same, childish, kiddish, being spontaneous and doing things, but I think you got more matured, and you started seeking things differently, or you started seeing things differently, and it resulted in silence between both of you, or a gap between both of you, which could not be filled. Priorities changed, interests changed, and there were a lot of emotions which were unsaid. Lot of gap. I'm seeing a huge gap between you and the other person, which could not be filled, unfortunately, and you had to break up. That is the kind of energy that I'm feeling. It was time for you to move on, and if you were the one to take this decision, I don't think so you have to hold on to the past, because it was a pretty firm decision. You very well knew what is important to you, and or your priorities got changed, or if the other person, if their priorities got changed, then it is pretty clear for you that it wasn't meant to be, or meant to be in a longer term, and it is time for you to move on. Definitely something changed, something took a different turn or a different direction. Yeah, again, this person is looking in the other direction. King of Swords. Somebody took a very firm decision, and it was time to move. the unexpressed emotions, it is what I'm getting is they really loved, or you really loved, or you both really loved to be in this relationship. You really liked it to begin with, and everything was amazing. You thought you clicked, the connection was good, you both liked many things, and there were a lot of common things between both of you. And over the period of time, things started changing and shifting. Either both of you or one of yours interest priorities changed. Someone became, or someone outgrew the situation or the relationship and wanted more, or you asked for more, or the other person asked for more, but something happened which did not fit right for you or the other person, and there was a sort of a clean breakup. And I think there were no much hidden things here. You both know exactly what happened and why it was supposed to end. It's just that you are still your thoughts are still lingering there, because it was really fun period of your life and you don't know how to get over that. The only way you can get over that, nobody is telling you to get over. First of all, it is about cherishing the moment, not dreading the moment. That is what makes the difference. When you actually celebrate that, wow, you were fortunate enough to have such beautiful moments with that person, you cherish those moments and you don't have to make it as a burden. You were really fortunate enough to have such beautiful moments with this person, and now it's time for you to start another chapter, start new adventure, make new memories, and that is the way you move on. That is why your guides and angels are telling the decisions were pretty clear. You both knew what you wanted, or at least one of them, or it could be you. They are not clearly telling whose decision was this to move on, but you both know it was time. And we have young here, one, that is masculine. Most probably the masculine part, if you're masculine, then it was mostly your decision to move on, because your interest and you wanted something more from life or more from relationship, and the other person wasn't ready for that. And the decision was absolutely clear. If it was the other person and you're the female here, then they wanted more out of this relationship, or more out of life, which you did not understand or which did not make sense to you. And the other person was quite clear in making clear about their decision to you, and things just happened. It ended. And then regeneration here, you're healing, you're regenerating, you're becoming a new person, you're also understanding your priorities. And if you are the one who had this priority and interest in life, then you already know it's time to heal, it's time to regenerate, it's time for you to really allow yourself to thrive, have your own dreams, have your own visions, have your own goals, and go after them. You can make more memories. You don't have to always go back to the past and borrow the memories from the past. You can create one right now. Right, so that's just a memory. You have the moment right in your hand where you can create one, experience that, instead of borrowing the past memory and living in your mind. Go live outside. You can actually experience the world right now. And that is what your guides and angels are telling you. It's time for you to regenerate, heal, and move on from the past. And you're ready to move on, but you're stopping yourself from doing so. So the message, or the unexpressed, I don't think so there was much unexpressed here. There's a very pretty clear cut breakup with a real reason. There is no hidden agenda here. They were quite clear, or you were quite clear when you were ending this relationship. But the feelings were there. It really was good, and it really hurt both of you. Um, but don't let that stop you from living and moving forward. All right, I'm deeply fulfilled with all that I do. I think your guides are pointing it towards your passion about everything else that you want to do in your life. Now is the time for you to do everything else in your life. Maybe you were always following what the other person said to you, or you were always listening to others and following others' ideas and visions. Maybe it is time for you to set your own ideas and vision and follow it through. This is an opportunity for you to heal, regenerate, and rekindle your spirit, and then allow the new relationship or somebody else in, which is going to be much more in alignment and will be much cohesive and heart centered for you, right? So these are the messages I'm getting for you, group number two. But the reading, it doesn't end here. Click on the timestamp where Shreya is going to help you with rituals and spell work, where you can completely energetically cut yourself out of this past energy, and with the clarity of your mind, you can move forward with full force. All right, so these are the messages I'm getting for you. Hope you enjoyed this collaboration, and see you in my next video. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Hello, group number three. If you have selected this pyramid, this reading is for you. I'm getting karmic, heavy energy, maybe a karmic relationship where you cross the path to trigger both of you and to help each other evolve. This involves a lot of spiritual lessons, life lessons, learning, baggages, triggers, anxiety, stress, fear, worry, doubts, insecurity, everything that you can expect in a relationship. That is how it feels. It was a karmic relationship for you, for to to reveal the wound, is what I'm hearing, to show all the parts that needs healing. So this feels a very karmic relationship to me. Let's see how the energies are around this. Yeah, anxiety and door to romance. It was a romantic relationship, there is no doubt about that. And 3 3, this is about growth. 3 is about, and 3 3 is a master number. 3 is always about growth, moving forward. This relationship helped you, or helping you grow, evolve, and to own all the darkest part of yourself so that you can heal and move on. So this relationship involved a lot of anxiety all the time, always tiptoeing around, or like walking on the eggshells sort of energy. What if I do this? Will the other person be pissed, or should I be doing this in a different way? Should I be in a certain way? You were always overthinking things because of probably insecurities, or you thought you don't deserve the other person, something like that, or the other person. It may be vice versa also, but see how it is resonating. But it involved a lot of anxiety. Maybe it was love at first sight and you both fell for each other, and eventually you understood each other's problem areas. Yeah, look at that, anxiety, stress, absolutely. And success. Yeah, see, this is a very like two phases, or a mirror, or a reflection, a projection, something like, here it is all stress, anxiety, and this side it is love and success. Like, this helped for you to become this. Okay, this relationship is helping you to own yourself more, for you to become yourself authentically. Like, you're discovering yourself, the broken part of yourself. Like, you're mending yourself, you're breaking out of chains, you're unshackling from the past burdens, maybe family, generational burdens. You're breaking chains. A lot is happening for you, group number three. I know it is heavy, it is dense, it is really stressful, but trust me, you're capable of going through this, dealing with this, and breaking out of it. All right, don't worry. It was meant to happen so that you can become successful and open doors to a much more evolved relationship. You can open your heart without fear, without insecurities, without doubt, because this relationship showed you the part which needs healing, and then you worked on healing it, or you're working on healing it. Maybe you're taking or going on a therapy, maybe you're talking to people and friends, maybe you're reading books to overcome your insecurities or your unworthiness, whatever that feeling that is killing you. And this relationship actually showed you that this exists in you and you need healing. So it did not come to break you. It only came in, this relationship came into your life so that it can show a mirror to you, so that you can see see the situation clearly, see yourself clearly, see your own wounds clearly, so that you can go to a doctor or go to a therapist, whoever that can help you heal. All right, so this is amazing. Always karmic relationship will be painful, but it comes with a major agenda of helping us heal and evolve, and that is not something to be underestimated, because this is a very powerful relationship. And I went through one in my own life. It wasn't fun all at all. So I know what exactly going on here. Yeah, look at that. We have 10 of pentacles this side, and we have justice this side. Yeah, karmic balance. This is a karmic balance, bringing karmic balance. Your next relationship is going to be just amazingly fulfilling, satisfying, very wholesome, heart-centered, beautiful relationship. And thanks to this person who ripped you open, ripped your wounds open, took off the bandage, and now you're healing, and you are destined to have a wonderful relationship in the future, just not here. This karmic relationship was there to help you, to show you who you truly are, and there is much more than you think who you are. So it is allowing you to discover the broken part of yourself, or the authentic part of yourself, so that you can heal. Yeah, this side we have chop wood. This is about cleaning, cleansing, purging all the past. And this time go to the sea. Trust there's a plan. You are to the sea. It's like your guides are taking you to the smoother, calmer waters, and 7 being the spiritual number. This is a karmic, I cannot stress enough, this was a karmic relationship which is helping you reroute, redirect your energy, and take your power back, take your energy back, and reveal your authentic self by healing the unresolved issues within you. And the last card we have is I see clearly. Yes, you can, and you will. That was the purpose of this relationship, so that you can see things clearly from a much more higher perspective, because you deserve better, right? So there is nothing to be worried about here. I know it is not easy when I say nothing to be worried, but that is what it is, right? So these are the messages I'm getting for you, group number 3. But your reading doesn't end here. Click on the timestamp where Shreya is going to help you with the ritual spell work, which will help you energetically break out of this relationship, and you can move forward with full force, right? So love you all, take care, see you in my next video. Bye bye.